We're talking about people who negatively affect your energy, right? This is where I really was like, okay, what's going on here? Hey, my beauties, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Coach Viv here. I'm still moisturizing, getting ready for filming. All right, I hope my light is okay. I apologize. I am still in England. Let's just call it the gray place. It's hard to get like really nice natural light, okay? And I'm not, traveling around with like big YouTube lights or anything that could get cracked and would, be tough in luggage. So anyway, let me know if my light is okay. I did the best I can. I want to share with you today though something, because some of you, following my adventures here as a midlife goddess, trying to sabbatical, trying to stay a little bit out of some of the fray and the energetics of the United States, which of course is affecting the whole world right now. But let's talk about an interpersonal issue that I really feel, I want you to know you're not alone, because I have been going through this even while I'm traveling. So what it is people who are not quite energy vampires, and that's why I think this is important to talk about seriously, because I think, if I title this like, dealing with toxic people, we all know and can see a toxic person or even an energy vampire. They're more clear. What I'm talking about, and I want to share with you some ways to deal with it. We're going to do a practice, but first you've got to understand what's happening and let me know if this is happening to you. These are people who are more subtle than those two categories I mentioned, than energy vampires or just straight out toxic people. It's not like a boss that's yelling at you and undermining you and giving you bad evaluations and being very aggressive. It's more subtle. The first thing is the awareness. Are there people in your life who at first, these people often appear very competent, they appear like they have their ish together, they're just giving all the appearances of a normal person, a cool person. You may even see a lot of traits that you admire or like about them. And that is true. They may indeed have these traits, okay? So again, I'm sharing from my experience, but let me know if this has happened to you. It's harder to spot what happened. So the first thing you might want to become aware of is, how do you feel after you were around these people? And again, don't beat yourself up, because what I've noticed is it can take several times of interaction with them before you really start to feel something is off, and not by off, because like I like weird people, I like interesting people. When I say something is off, I mean they're negatively affecting your energy. That's what we're talking about. If you're having a mood or you feel kind of down, just think back to the hours or even the day before what happened. Like, just get into a space of awareness, right? Did you interact with this person? So for me, at first, this is someone back home and, I'm interacting with them, but then I start to notice a real emotionality about them, and stuff is going on, right? But they're quite up and down. So you start to see this, like this up and down. So the first thing, you become aware after a couple of interactions that you don't feel, it's like they throw you off your game. Your energetic signature, say it's like a perfume, like you're this particular perfume, that's the scent you're giving off. And they have one that's maybe slightly stinky. And this is what you'll start to notice. First, notice the ups and downs of the person. You may have a conversation with them and they're upset about something, and then you realize at the end of it, you feel upset and you feel drained. So you're seeing negative consequences. Then you start to notice that there's a repeating pattern to it, because I don't think it's really significant if it's occasional, right? Because everybody has ups and downs. So yeah, what I'm talking about is in your interactions with this person, they're up and down, and you're riding that up and down roller coaster with them, okay? Oops, call coming in, potential spam. All right, we're not going to take that. We're not going to take the potential spam. So the other thing that you may notice with them, and again, there may be more, so share in the chat with me in the comments if there are other qualities you notice. The other thing, and this is what really triggered it for me, right? This is where I really was like, okay, what's going on here? That person will report to you that they feel better after talking to you. They'll say things like, you calmed me down. You know, I just feel better. I feel less stressed. I feel more relieved. Oh, thank you. So what does that tell you? Some sort of exchange happened there, right? Now, again, as a spiritual person, if you're watching this, you are a spiritual person. We are meant to help others. I think that is really a big part of why we're here on Earth School, right? We are meant to help others. But in interacting with these particular types of people, where they're coming away from the interaction feeling better, but you do not, you feel worse. You do not feel as good, right? Like the fragrance you had, the energy you had attracted them. And then they kind of siphoned off, they sucked off a little bit or a lot of your energy is what I'm saying. And so it's like a subtle energy vampire. So what to do? So let's do a practice, all right? And then I'll show you a card that really brought this forward to me from the Starseed Oracle deck that you may know that I recently have been really into. But let's just do a quick practice. I'll just lead you through it pretty fast, okay? And it's an energetic practice of calling back your energy, okay? Because what's happening is, like I said, it's like they have, I don't so much like the hook idea, but it's almost like a straw or a thread, and they're pulling, especially when they're interacting with you, but I believe even after, it's literally like you're nourishing them. There are things it's on us to kind of to stop that, because it's going to be very hard for that individual to stop it, because again, they feel good. They feel great interacting with you. Why would they stop? Think about it. Think about it. You're like Disneyland for them. You're like a good meal. Why would they stop? A relaxing drink, whatever. They're just, you're like the pot brownie that they know, I'll just go there. I'm just going to feel so good. Okay. So what can we do? Close your eyes. We're going to just tune into ourselves, take a couple of deep breaths. You always need to do that. Every meditation, you want to kind of segue and transition, okay? So do that, just take some deep breaths in, and then a longer exhale. Starts to tell your nervous system that you can relax when your exhale is longer than your inhale, right? It's calming. And what I want you to envision doing, and you may feel like, well, I don't have good imagination, I don't know, but just try it. The principle is this. Each of us, there are like strands of energy that come off of us, our energetic field, okay? Thousands, like countless, and these strands of energy, just picture yourself as an energetic being. These strands, maybe the closest is almost like a spider web, but they're more fluid, and what do they go to? Okay, so just listening to my voice, try to sense into this. They go out to anything that takes your attention, right? Anything that you're fearful about, you're interested in. It's just a little thread. It's like a thread of energy, and it goes out. So what I want you to do, and this is just the process, is to, if it's a specific person, because we can do it overall, but this specific person, just bring their name to mind. Just say their name. It could be just their first name, the way you would typically address them, okay? And you could say something like, say their name. I now pull back my energy. I now pull back my energy that has been given, whether intentionally or unintentionally, in past times or now, to, and then, to the person. Let's call them, I don't know, Tanya. So Tanya, I take back my energy. I take back my awareness, my attention back, and then you feel that you're pulling, it's like you're reeling it back in. Feel that it literally comes back into you. So it's not a cord cutting. To me, this is more profound because there's energy there. And you want to take it back. All energy that is mine now returns to my being, to my body, to my mind, to my spirit. I pull back all energy that is mine, that has been given deliberately or inadvertently. Take that back into my energy field. Energy that has been given to this person or situation, I now pull it back. I accept it back into my energy field. My own energy feels whole, complete. I am full with my own energy, re-assimilating the energy that was lost, that was taken. I bring it back to me in a harmonious, smooth, and elegant fashion. I can feel all of the lost bits of my energy in relation to, again, their name, coming back now into my energy field. And then feel your body. Many of you are going to feel warm from this. You're going to feel warmth. Like, why is that happening, right? Because there is this circulation, literally like lost parts of yourself are coming back, okay? Work with the phrasing that works for you, okay? You don't need force. It's your intention. It's the power of your will. And just say, I'm pulling back energy that is mine, that is my sovereign energy, back into my energy field, and then name the situation or person, okay? Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know how you recognize these people who are like subtle energy drainers. It may be subtle, but it can still have a profoundly negative impact on you. And so one final tip, before a conversation with the person, make a clear intention to yourself to maintain, my energy is my own. I stay in a place of compassion, calm, and centeredness. And you can listen to them, but just stay aware very much of your physical body, your breath. Stay like 70% within yourself and 30%, maybe even less, with them. So you're stable, you're like the mountain, and they're like the little bird kind of going by, right? So the mountain doesn't have to break itself off and try to fly with the bird, right? It maintains its mountainness. Does that make sense? All right, I hope these metaphors work for you. It's Coach Viv. If you'd like to work with me, remember I do energy healings where I work with the chakra energy, and it also includes some divination. Before I go, I want to share this. This card sparked it where I thought, let me just share this, because I pulled this today as well as with what I said has been happening. So this card says empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. And so it's talking about that absorbing, taking in what isn't really ours to take in. It's because you're very likely a high vibration person. You're very sensitive. And again, those around you, without even knowing it, they may be completely skeptical of any woo-woo. But if what I described is happening, then they're sort of tapping in, creating this sort of energetic drama. The best way to deal with it is to realize you have power, you have sovereignty, right? And to, like I said, you have to boundary yourself. So I'm going to put some videos here or here that are good follow-ups to this. An I am meditation also would be excellent here, because it really helps ground you within yourself, like that mountain analogy I was using. So that'll pop up. And maybe you'd like to watch the one talking about being a sign zero, highly sensitive spiritual person. All right, guys, bye for now from Gray, England. Trying to bring some color. Okay, bye.